Sorry I left you crying. Since you've been gone, I've been alone. All right, buddy. Too close over to me, buddy. You know, come on, I'll let you over to get over this bitch. Good grief. You know you left me drowning. Baby, please, I'm begging for you to stay at home tonight. Hey y'all, Flav going live. Good evening. I hope this evening finds you well. I was headed into my last day of, well, I guess it would never know the last day of the week for the plantation with the enslaved ancestors. Well, for me, since we're in the civilized United States, this is the last day of my work weekend. I was just thinking. You know, one should think at least 3 times a day, preferentially. Man, and I don't want to necessarily make it about politics because it could be just about any person. But more specifically, no, it's even bigger than just an individual politician. Why is it that golly, why is it that? Hold on, y'all. Let me think just one more second. Y'all enjoy the scenery. Matter of fact, let me turn this around. Maybe if I'm on stage. Why is it that when something happens, let's say and more specifically with this, and I mean it's not, and I shouldn't just put this on African American, Black people, colored, the Negroes, and the nigga folk. I put this on everybody. Like say, and I'm gonna use because this is what provoked my thought to think about my mind to think about this. Diddy in the news, it's been speculation, and you know, perhaps he may consideration that Donald Trump might pardon Sean Diddy Combs. You know, you got everybody like to pull up the pictures of Diddy and the Donald standing together at parties and shit like that. So the consideration in the media has been circulating that the Donald had been or may have been considering pardoning Brother Love. Now the news I most recently heard was not so fast because since Brother Love was hollering vote or die, and I do believe, and speculatively I believe, because at the time when Diddy said these things, I don't know specifically what he said, but it was something negative against the Donald, and he said, he says it was in the defense of the Democratic Party. I guess maybe in the defense of Joseph. I ain't gonna do that man like that. Joseph Biden. Diddy, of course, you know, his major charges have been dropped. We don't even see it, but you would think that if they're going to bring any charge, the feds are going to bring any charges, they would bring the strongest charges, the most criminal charges, because you hear still people talking about, well, they might get Diddy on this or they might get Diddy on that. Most recently I heard today is that one of the witnesses that was supposed to testify at the trial said, you know, she's going to write a letter to the judge saying that Diddy free immediately, as if that's gonna make any damn difference. Really, if anybody should be writing a letter to say free Diddy, should be Cassandra, whatever her name, Cassie. Cassie should be writing that type of letter. You know, hell, she got a pocket full of money. I don't know. And beyond that, I hate to. I need to be more. Maybe not. I need to be more considerate to other people's pain. You know. I've been too boxed into my own pain and to maybe a lesser degree than I should be. the people that are around me or the people that I care about Spain. But why is it that when like, and we'll say, for example, even another example, and it's the same measure, and I don't know how this is consistently. I mean, the optics of it look bad. He freed Lil Wayne. He freed Kodak Black. He passed legislation that freed all the drug offenders. They would get calendar numbers for, you might be in possession of 3.5 grams of hard cocaine. You might get 25 years for that shit. Cassie was down with everything. She liked getting, man, she was calling the dudes. She was calling the dudes for her. The third victim, man, yeah, man. I can't call it with her, man. You should have spoke up a little bit earlier. And it ain't like if they ain't used your testimony, they must have knew you was sketchy already. That might have been the one. Was that the one? It was one of them that had that was I thought that was supposed to be a Caucasian girl. That said that Jay and that Sean Carter and Sean Diddy had taken advantage of us at a young age. It was one of them had made some real harsh accusations, and they withdrew. But I don't know. But I'm trying to think. Girl, I don't know if she looked any ethnically ambiguous, but she looked kind of black to me. I thought that girl that had ran away from home and blah blah blah. I thought she was a white girl, but I digress, man. Why is it that when these type of people that I guess that some African American, black people of color, nigga folks, they feel as if Trump might be the greatest racist of all time, the GOAT. He might be the GOAT of all time. I personally think that Biden has him beat in regards to the cultural embodiment of white supremacy. But they say, well, and I got to be careful when you hear people say this. When you got to rely on they say. When you're an intelligent and wise and referenced person, you have a specific name, a specific source, or something that can be verified of the thing that you're going to quote them saying. That they say. The only reason that Donald Trump is considering what's that I be saying? I be saying it's a distraction. And I'll be in my mind, I'll be like saying, if of all groups of people, and I can say this, and I don't care about y'all, I talk down on myself all the time in my head. Why is it that black African American, black people of color, the Negro, the nigga folks, why would they think they need an additional distraction by way of? I mean, the Diddy trial itself was a free distraction. Trump ain't had nothing to do with that. Your eyes is on Diddy, and even if it is something to distract you, to distract the Negro from. I'm just confused on why that would even be necessary. Out of all the things, in social media itself, that in itself is something that could be considered a distraction. But Donald Trump, if he do it, he gonna that's just to show, that's just to throw people off, and other shoe gonna fall, man. Section there, he said flat out. This administration said flat out. Section 8, y'all got about 2 years. Y'all can get off that shit. Yo, what's good, man? Did you end up smoking this weed? Nah, nigga, I buy my own weed. I bought some bullshit from this place called Dispense. I made a video about that shit. That's that motherfucking CBD weed. Hey, man, and I mixed some of that shit with the weed I had earlier. That shit fucked up my good weed. What up there, boss man? My nigga boss man. Larry Turner, Quora, thank you. Hello. The one and only Lyric. Hello, said hi. I'm just, I'm trying to interact, engage my audience. I thank you. I ain't smoked that weed. Velvet, what's happening? Let's see. Yeah, man. But yeah, why would I mean, and then you know what? I'm just trying to understand. It's not like black people got a whole bunch of commerce or things that would require grand attention and reverence for going on as a group in a group population. What are we talking about? We're going to talk about delineation, and and we want our reparations, that type of shit, man. The government broke, man, and you didn't know. And plus, it's like, well, hell, you look toward a government. I mean, it's like, well, all the people, every person that in probably every other blood, I said bleed, every other blood or ethnicity or racial group has had consideration before the African American, the nigga, and the African American, the black that they run the nigga folk, not person of color, because African American is sketchy, that's a creation. Black, this black mean dead. Don't say black, man. Y'all shut the fuck up. The Negro, that was a specialized version of the nigga. Nigga, and the nigga. The nigga came in the middle somewhere. But don't let me get too distracted on titles and things of that nature. What exactly what business the melanated people in the Western Hemisphere have going on that requires the people that are in power to get in the distraction? Why does it not look like the people who are in power have any worry whatsoever about what a nigga do? If you ain't committing no crime, they'll lock your bitch ass up. That's a free kill. And we have the same discussions, and all the while it's a big old farce. They cut the check and they make sure that they moderate public response. They may have to moderate public response because you bring them out to a protest, have them wave flags and no justice, no peace, and stomp their feet. Might be hot, cold, rainy, whatever. But you get all that in there. It's like they do little babies, little kids. Let them go on play, keep on playing. Give them something to run around because he gonna sleep good. Because all the fire gonna be up out of him. I went out there, I hollered at the top of my lungs, blah, blah, blah. Some of the most effective ways, I would imagine. I don't know, but I would think that instead of just going downtown and bothering traffic of people, go to the certain buildings and locations and peacefully stand on the public ground around it and hold your signs there. But that's a whole nother topic. I'm trying to figure out why niggas need a distraction. It confuses me all myself. They're all related. They can't be trusted. I mean, it's two wings, one bird, all that shit. I don't believe in that shit anymore. It's in my mind. They say the open air prison is indeed in Palestine because man, they doing them people bad. But the system of white supremacy, because people getting tired of y'all, they getting black fatigue. Y'all niggas talking about race, and the system of white supremacy is a caste system. And the people like to talk about economics. Economics is having a ready accessibility to economics is what puts the African American, Negro, black people in a position of want. I have to come. I'm at the white man job right now. I got 3 minutes to hit somebody clock. Choices and decisions. I had entrepreneur. I never saw my father clock in to dress up to go to now person job. And here I am. This is my life, but my father was a motherfucker, man. I love him. That motherfucker gave me some of the greatest ass whoopings of all time. He also gave me some sisters from other mothers, but that's another story. Let me go on in here. Y'all, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. 2 palms up to receive all blessings. Wow, I'm tripping. I got 2 minutes. Peace and love. Nigga, they sending nothing. I'll holler at y'all next go round. In the morning, probably. I'll be free. I'll be free off the plantation in the morning.